This is day 3, right? It should be day 3. This is the 4th of January, 2025. It's around 6:30 p.m. and I spent the bulk of the day game planning. I'm really game planning. And I didn't really record myself doing what I was doing. But some of the things that I did today from the start of the day was I went into seeing what's the best. I recorded a quick video on my TikTok trying to sell some consumer services. Didn't really turn into anything. I then spent the last 6 hours between coding, downloading dependencies, seeing if I could get a flash loan bot working for some crypto arbitrage, for a liquidation bot, just to find out that the thing I was doing was incorrect. And in order to look for liquidation events, to assist with liquidations and using flash loans to liquidate accounts, you have to use different APIs, and it's a little annoying because you're progressing, you're fixing that thing, but you're breaking something else down the road. And I feel like I broke it, not in that way where I have a script that works, but it works to track one address at a time, and that's useless because you really want to track the entire ecosystem to be able to do something like that. So after 5 or so, what it felt like is 4 to 5 hours of that, and that's between signing up for new accounts, adding new APIs, trying to get a Telegram bot working to send to use as a bridge bot, but the swap feature wasn't working, and even though I have the Ether.js library on, it still wasn't allowing me to swap it. There's still so much that I don't know, but regardless, feels like a intentional day. It's a little defeating a bit because you want to get a little bit more from you would love to get a little bit more from your fruits and your labor, but sometimes this is the type of days you get. I stopped for about an hour, and I realized I was being really ineffective, and I did a quick 10-minute workout. Nothing crazy. Some kettlebells, push-ups, stretches. Now I'm upstairs. I was basically just decided to do some work around the house, so I grabbed the spackle the bathroom. Thought I had white paint to prime a bathroom, 2 rooms or 3 rooms, but it turns out it's not that. It's the wrong thing. It's a water-based primer where it's really just water. Not much priming there. It's priming, but you get what I'm saying. I needed white paint, not white water. So I got to bring that back, but it's going. Today, I dedicated to continually finding ways to what I could do to make money. A lot of those options, I believe I have a lot of confidence in, but not much experience. Meaning, like, getting an income from it was crypto. I have received money from trading crypto, but not from the development side of it, which is just using the coding side and then the decentralized finance side to fund an income. It's really dense, the material is really tough, and you're using one set of skills that you're not that good at, and then trying to mix that with coding, which it's hard to understand what you're doing, and it keeps breaking. So something that would take, if you knew what 100% what you were doing, it would take probably like an hour start to finish if you had like the template and the layout, but that's not what happened here. I found a really cool AI agent. Yeah, I'm fidgeting a lot because I'm a little bothered by my progress today, but it is what it is. I can't really fight it, you know. I was intentional, but the good thing is what I'm doing is when I try those things, if I know they don't work and I give it a really good go, I'll just put it to rest and I won't have to worry about that. Some other things that I saw, I found this called it's called named N8N, and it's a like a make.com or a Zapier, really just an automation platform that allows you to automate certain tasks, which they've coined to say AI agents, which is, I don't really think it's an AI agent. I really think, but it really is you give a task and it'll follow it through to the end. It can do plenty of tasks. It's a pretty intelligent system if you make it robust. I saw another one where you could do WhatsApp stores for a WhatsApp chat, and basically someone can go to your chat and they can use that potentially to make some money. Not make some money, but you can, if they have a store and people's general means of contact is through WhatsApp, that can 100% be a really solid means of offering a service to a business, right? If the way you get a hold of them is to a number, I thought that was really cool. Now, from that, I really just spent most of my time trying to design a bridge bot. I started it, I got a decent hold of it, but I didn't want to pay for certain applications, so I basically stopped once I stopped being able to get some assistance with coding issues. Then I went on to find another bot that works with Telegram. That Telegram bot was to, create a bridge bot on Telegram and use APIs, and it just like you know when you're not making any progress in it, so it's easier to stop it than it is to continue digging the hole because you want to build something robust, but it doesn't even work at its simplest level. So you're really just it's almost like putting on a sweater in the summer, like you're putting on another jacket even though you don't need it. And then I try to get the liquidation bot working with flash loan features, with an arbitration call, but it just seems as if the last thing was supposed to be a liquidation bot that had price action that worked with a command line interface. Had a decent idea, and I was close. The script did work, but I stopped at the portion where it just says that you have to track it per address and not as an entire block, the entire ecosystem, which was a waste to me, because if I would have known that, I would have just not spent 2 hours trying to figure that out. But what I'm realizing is, as you troubleshoot the ideas, the intent to make the income has to be in the forefront. But it's sometimes so tough because you're hopping between an idea that you said you could have done, but and then you're hopping back to another idea once this idea doesn't work out, but never really putting it to bed. So that's something that I have to do this year 100%, is once I truly believe it's not really worth the effort, the time, and there's no real, besides being a hobby, tinkering, that has to get put to bed, and I have to learn to just not just close the browser, but delete the not even delete the history, but it's being able to save, close, and submit that paper, right? But that paper basically That's just an end of that class, and I never have to take it again, rather than an ongoing class or supplemental class that you get extra credits for. And I'm only really giving that as a way for me to understand and you to understand my mindset, just because, like, I have to be intentional. I don't want to get off my seat in that computer until I get some sort of progress in that direction. Did I get progress today? I got ideas. For the other side, my 5 to 9, not my 9 to 5. I got ideas, and I created a Notion to the list of all the businesses that I've tried, all the things that I've tried, and I'm actually going to add whatever I did today to that, so I can remember the things that I'm doing, and not they don't become this mushy ball of things that I don't really recall, but I spun my wheels all day, and I don't want to do that. But I guess this is good. I'm getting to think out loud, keeping myself accountable to the time that I did allocate to what I thought was a worthy pursuit. It is, if it worked out, right? Because it's like always cool if it works out, but some things, not that they cost too much, they require more than a 2-hour window of focus. They require maybe 20 hours of focus. And after you spend that 20 hours of focus, you may not be happy with the result, but you've got to figure it out, right? So, I don't know if I'm going to continue down the road for the liquidation bot, but I am going to continue down the road for a scanner, for a command line interface scanner, hopefully, that can provide me with opportunities. Yes, there are DEX scanners and all these other things that they already have it as commodities. But maybe I'm just spinning my gears, but I see that there are certain opportunities that are present that you can't see through the smoke. But maybe if I just went through them a little better, I'm finding them. But that's neither here nor there. This is again, I believe it's day 3. It's day 3 of our getting to 10K a month challenge. I will not include the income from my job in this. It's really just like supplemental income, auxiliary income that will, or like side business income that will be included in this. Why? I just have to make sure that it goes that way. If there's any other way, if it happens any other way, it ends up being a mix, right? And so 10K a month. This is really intentional. Really I have been intentional about it, but never documented this. But hey, like, this is so future me gets to see the work, and people get to see how scattered I am and how many things I have to put to rest before I find an idea that I could take and just lop it up, and that just turns into cash, right? And maybe to everybody else, they're saying how scattered I am. And I don't, knowing way too much, chasing 100 rabbits like my first video. But it's just like, you got to get all the crap on the table and then start throwing stuff away. It is day 3. And my first day, again, it always feels good the first day. Today, I didn't really want to record. I drug my feet, but it is what it is. It's you got to do it when you don't feel like doing it. You got to build the muscle when you don't need it. It's always this way. You got to be uncomfortable sometimes, right? To get what you want. And I take it as I want to make some internet money. You know what I'm saying? Some internet money. And in order for me to do that, I have to do different things. Try many different things that first are within my skills, that are within my wheelhouse they're within my understanding, right? And once I find that thing, whether that's going to be coding an app, 100%, I could see myself doing that because I've done it like maybe 6 or 7 times between consumer law and using bots. Like, I see it. It's just like putting some of these other ideas to rest. I'm going to list everything that I did and everything I plan on trying on my Notion. I invited my wife to look at it. Is what it is. It's really going to be like a collaborative thing, and I'm going to put all the things that I've tried there. I owe it to myself. 30 this year, and yeah, we're doing really big things this year. It's great what's happening. But this is how far we've gotten with little to no discipline, little to no other side incomes. And I really want to have a family, really want to be able to offer my wife the luxury and the gift of being able to raise our children at home, raise away from these crazies. And it's going to take intentional work. It's not going to be, I don't want to talk into this, but it's going to be what it's supposed to be. It's going to be unorthodox. It's going to be non-traditional. And but everybody great that has ever been great goes through a state of time that is like this. And it's going to fucking suck. Pardon my French. It's going to suck. But I appreciate the chance to document it now. And just putting all my ego aside, my fears aside, my insecurities aside. Because, man, nobody's truly judging. Everybody's too busy thinking about themselves to judge. But, man, it's just like sometimes you step into a room and you have your fears, right? But this is the year we put it all away. We put it all down to make it happen. This is the year where we prioritize action over thought. And from that action, we're going to prioritize execution once something works. And execute at a high speed, high level. I'm going to basically give the consumer portion of what I post on my TikTok. I'm going to give that a week. Why am I giving it a week? I feel like it's the right amount of time, but it is what it is. Like, I have to be able to give something an adequate amount of time. I have to prioritize skills that I have that make money. Well, this has been day 3, and I hope that you can get a little bit from it and follow me on the journey till we get to 10K a month. Bye.